Good morning. Welcome to the latest breaking news. I'm Wallace Johnson in New York reporting. Here are the headlines. Did Trump himself pack the 15 boxes of classified documents seized at Mar-a-Lago? Why Donald Trump asked his lawyer to lie about the top-secret documents he stolen from the White House. Is Trump facing new legal setback about his Mar-a-Lago case? Did the Supreme Court rejects Donald Trump's appeal for special master to review the classified documents regarding executive privilege? Why is Trump's lawyer talking with the D.O.J? Is she looking for a deal? Why the Justice Department will indict Trump? Donald Trump subpoena by the January 6 Select Committee. Is Trump a chronological liar? Legal experts' analysis about Trump, the MAGA Movement and the G.O.P. And now for the details, please stay tuned. Late last year, as the National Archives ratcheted up the pressure on former President Donald Trump to return boxes of records he had taken from the White House to his Mar-a-Lago club, he came up with an idea to resolve the looming showdown, cut a deal. Trump told his advisors, he would return to the National Archives the boxes of material he had taken to Mar-a-Lago, in Palm Beach, Florida, if he can get the Russia investigation documents to prove his campaign didn't colluded with Russia. Helen Anderson has the rest of the story.
We now know, according to the latest Washington Post report, Donald Trump told his lawyer to lie to the FBI that he has returned all of the classified documents. However, it was Trump himself who packed the 15 boxes they delivered back to the National Archives. Donald Trump took all the classified documents he wanted to keep at his residence and gave the rest to the government. The path began well before Trump left office. Concern about Trump's habit of bringing documents to his White House bedroom began not long after he took office. By the second year of his administration, tracking the material he had in the residence had become a familiar obstacle, according to people familiar with his practices, and by the third year, there were specific documents that West Wing officials knew were not where they should be.
In February 2020, Donald Trump asked his campaign lawyer, Alex Cannon, to lie to the National Archives that all the classified documents he had have been returned back. Unfortunately, Mr. Cannon refused to sign his name on that letter to support Trump's lie, so he resigned from his position. According to a new Washington Post reporting shows that former President Donald Trump personally directed a witness to move boxes containing classified documents after the Department of Justice had issued a grand jury subpoena in a criminal investigating requiring Trump to relinquish the documents. The WAPO headlined, Trump worker told FBI about moving Mar-a-Lago boxes on ex-president's orders. The Post also reported that there is video footage corroborating the witness's account. Lisa Hurley has the rest of the story and we join her now.
Video from May 8, 2021 shows Trump boarding a jet from Florida to Bedminster with multiple boxes bearing a strong resemblance to boxes of top-secret materials found at Mar-a-Lago. On May 6, NARA had contacted Trump's team saying documents were missing and may be at Mar-a-Lago. Trump claimed these documents are his, which is not true. The presidential records belongs to the United States of America and Donald Trump has no right to keep the government top-secret classified documents. I'm Lisa Hurley reporting from Washington.
In another development, Trump is facing a legal setback regarding his Mar-a-Lago documents case. Our regional correspondent Pete Dickinson reports from Florida. Donald Trump has suffered the biggest blow of his life, when the Supreme Court rejected to hear his appeal regarding the classified documents. Trump asked the court to allow the special master to review the classified documents because he claimed he has executive privilege, but his argument was rejected by the court. The court allows the D.O.J. to continue at work on the revision of the classified top-secret documents Trump stole from the White House. Pete Dickinson reporting from Palm Beach, Florida. Judge Raymond Dearie was appointed to spearhead the classified documents, but it seems like Trump and his team made a big mistake because the judge is not putting with Trump lies. Here are some examples. Donald Trump claimed the FBI planted these documents at Mar-a-Lago, so he asked Trump and his lawyers to provide evidence of that. Secondly, Trump claimed he can just look at the documents and they will be declassified, and the judge said, okay, where your evidence that you declassified these documents? I want to see them. Judge Dearie is a no-nonsense judge. That's why he asked Donald Trump to put up or shut up. Judge Raymond Dearie is a long-serving federal judge. He has prosecuted drug dealers, overseen corruption cases and authorized warrants in highly classified investigations. Judge Radiri was named as the special master with responsibility for sifting through the material seized from the former president. Donald Trump has been accused of committing 55 criminal offenses since he launched his first presidential campaign in 2015. According to a new ethics report, Trump has committed an average of 8 crimes a year. This tells you and proven that Trump was born to become a liar. We now know that Christina Bobb is now talking to the Department of Justice about the letter she signed claiming that all the classified documents were given back and that Donald Trump doesn't have any more classified documents at Mar-a-Lago, which was a lie. We now join Rebecca Harris, who is covering this story.
Christina Bobb, the attorney who signed a letter certifying that all sensitive records in former President Donald Trump's possession had been returned to the government, spoke to federal investigators Friday and named 2 other Trump attorneys involved with the case, according to 3 sources familiar with the matter. The certification statement, signed June 3 by Bobb, indicated that Trump was in compliance with a May grand jury subpoena and no longer had possession of a host of documents with classification markings at his Mar-a-Lago club in Florida, according to the 3 sources who do not want to comment publicly because of the sensitive nature of the sprawling federal investigation. Their accounts correspond with federal court records, though the Justice Department did not name her as the attorney who signed the statement, or identify any others involved, in its filings. After Justice Department officials were given the statement, the FBI subsequently determined the substance of the certification was untrue and, on August 8, agents executed a search warrant and seized more than 103 more records with classification markings. Court documents show, Bobb, who was Trump's custodian of record at the time, did not draft the statement, according to the 3 sources who do not want to comment publicly because of the sensitive nature of the sprawling federal investigation. Instead, Trump's lead lawyer in the case at the time, Evan Corcoran, drafted it and told her to sign it, Bobb told investigators according to the sources. Bobb also spoke to investigators about Trump legal advisor Boris Epshteyn, who she said did not help draft the statement but was minimally involved in discussions about the records, according to the sources. I am Rebecca Harris reporting.
The Department of Justice will charge Donald Trump with felony obstruction of justice and the Espionage Act. Trump packed the classified documents and lied about returning all of it. He has not given any explanation as to why he is holding and keeping government top-secret classified documents. This is a crucial evidence of Donald Trump knowledge and criminal intent, and by refusing to give them back is a serious federal crime. Therefore, the D.O.J. charging Trump for his crimes is not inevitable. Donald Trump is freaking out right now because he could get 20 years in prison if he is found guilty of committing these crimes. We finally leave you with this political expert's analysis about Trump, the Republican G.O.P. party and the MAGA movement. In American history, we see pattern over and over again that the G.O.P. party for over 70 years promotes violence, fascism, and extremism to gain power. Donald Trump controlling the G.O.P. party is a continuation of the Republican Party. This is nothing new. The party always tried to exploit its supporters, with conspiracy theories, lies, and other tactics for their own political benefits. Whether it was McCarthyism, the Birchers, or white segregationist in the 60s and 70s respectively. Donald Trump just made it burst out, and what we have seen is the G.O.P. acting like a lying coalition to Europe. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to this channel, share and like. Thanks for watching.